And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Hill, the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. But after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the 50, Newton. Ebron with it over the middle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. After the run, Newton going to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now it's Newton. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a great one, Darrelle Revis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, there is a reason that they say Revis Island is in the vicinity of this guy. That's why.
It's obviously where receivers run routes, but none of them very successfully. And right now, there's another head coach asking his offensive coordinator, when are we going to learn? Don't throw it to that guy.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Decker, 79 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, When I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Newton on first down. And this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got Decker, left side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That call was actually a linebacker's dream. A draw play when you're blitzing. Because they're trying to set up and fool you into thinking it's a pass. But because they're doing so, they're actually opening up a crease for you to get through and get to the ball carrier. An excellent play for the linebacker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Shift together here from the D-line. Rodgers to throw on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So they're operating in the red zone. So now it's first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is third and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Ball on the 3, third down and goal. Here's Miller. He leaps over him, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Newton on first down. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing is Newton, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to fourth down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun, it's Taylor. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And able to find Decker. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-ups. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism.
The gun on 3rd down. Rodgers. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
In the situations, and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. They rallied and made the tackle.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Boy, that's...
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Rodgers. Underneath for Miller. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
On 3rd down, Miller. And a short gain here, down to the 22. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
27 yards on the game there. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run. Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
There's good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Brown from 10 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Decker that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50, the ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Decker again the intended target, and it's fourth down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So never mind, Larry, forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And Tate's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Touchdown! Lamar Miller, 52 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Taylor, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 11 yards for number 11.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run with Miller. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down. Welcome back live to Orlando. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
In the red zone this time. On 1st and 10, it's Tayller. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They go back to the air here after the INT. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And quickly they get to the line. Rodgers now on first down. To Decker over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Rodgers to throw on second down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Rodgers now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll be good enough for the first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They couldn't hook up with Decker that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Halfback sent in motion. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. The catch made by Miller. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, and they're still short of the line to gain, so this is going to be a turnover on downs here. They come out here in the eye. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Los Angeles. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Taylor. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here as they maneuver into the outside of his range. He steps up and drills it from long distance.
And Brandon, that was no gimme, was it? These kickers, though, all they want is a chance. And he knew that one was good the second it left his foot.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up. Well, we were on hand for a fun,